What's going on, guys? So this is the morning of November 18th. I'm on the North Shore of Long Island and I'm going to be trying a bunch of different spots. Now in this whole video I was targeting stripers, but I ended up catching something quite different as a bycatch. When it was totally dark I was using a 6-inch black bomber, and then I switched over to a 4-inch storm swim shad at first light. These are normally great lures to catch striped bass on here in the North Shore. However, instead I ended up catching hickory shad on them. My fear is that the substantial amount of snow we had earlier in the week sent all the striped bass packing. In past years I've noticed that in the very late fall when the shad bite turns on is around the same exact time that the striped bass bite turns off. Here I've come back to the fourth spot later in the day at low tide and I hook onto something that I know immediately is not a striped bass. It's impressive that the shad choked the entire 4-inch swim shad, hook and all. I noticed that a slightly faster retrieve works better for them compared to the small striped bass. Now there's no minimum size limit on hickory shad in New York State, and the maximum possession limit at a time is 5 fish, but I will be releasing all of them anyway. Like striped bass, hickory shad are anadromous fish, which means they spend most of their life at sea, but they return to freshwater estuaries and rivers to spawn. They also have a similar range as striped bass, from the northern part of Florida all the way up to the Gulf of Maine. Now I have caught them in September and October, but they seem to really come through thick in the very late fall and early winter. Later in the coldest part of the winter on the North Shore of Long Island, they are followed by their cousins, the Atlantic herring. Although the herring are slightly smaller, they are better tasting. These shad kind of look like miniature replicas of tarpon. Now if you were targeting them, you would do much better using a smaller swim shad like a 2 or 3 inch swim shad, or even a small shiner, and I've even heard sabiki rigs work great. Alright, so it's raining and this is this morning, the morning of November 20th. I try to post my videos in less than 24 hours from when they were finished filming. I noticed some fishing channels in the Northeast post their content 1, 2, even 3 months after they were filmed. I just don't know how that's helpful or relevant to any of their audience. You'll see this guy here was foul hooked, but still caught him. I'll probably be doing some more shad videos on both the North and South Shore as the weather gets colder, using some lures that are more appropriate for them. Alright guys, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications on future content. See you next time.